I finally started Dai Dark, the same mangaka as Dorohedoro, one of my favorite mangas ever, sharing the same art style and dark comedy. Same old chaos, new series. But what is Dai Dark all about? Welcome to the first episode where we're going to be covering Dai Dark Volume 1. There is a lot of similarities, not just the mangaka, which is Q Hayashida, which is a hidden entity. First off, I know it's very shocking that it's a woman that made this series, and Dorohedoro, because it's so gruesome and dark and just, you'd think it's like a teenage boy's fantasy. Obviously, you might have known that I finished Dorohedoro, explained in the video, my most popular video. I loved it. That is finished. Anime is getting a season 2 finally announced. Unfortunately, Dai Dark is not finished. There's like 44, 45, if I'm not mistaken, chapters out so far. Dorohedoro had 167 chapters and ran through 18 years, and Dai Dark just started in 2019. So 5 years young. Straight off the bat, it's Dorohedoro but in space. And a lot of the characters do look very similar to Dorohedoro, such as this looks like Shin. He's got this briefcase weird skeleton which is making him able to breathe in space, creating a mask or a suit. We discover that Zaha Sanko is like a legend. He's like a genie bottle. Everyone wants his bones so they can make a wish, any wish that they can dream of. And normally that wish is to be supreme ruler of the world or the space universe. Starting off, Zaha Sanko out in space for some odd reason, captured by this three-headed beast of a man or men. This is where we learn the legend that his bones can grant a wish, and his briefcase luggage called a Vakian or a Vakian. However you say it, I'm going to say a Vakian. A man named Zaha Sanko. So Vakian, obviously they don't know who he is, so they just think it's like a luggage bag. But he transforms, shifts his vertebra, whatever, his spine extends, and he's actually this giant skeleton that is very strong. He's pretty much Sanko's sidekick, even though he's much stronger than Sanko, probably. And he's got this weird handle on top of his head, like he's basically a kettlebell, which they probably should sell that merchandise. It'll probably do very well. Vakian takes the hand of the three-headed man so he can access and free Zaha Sanko. This is a huge ship, everyone's asleep at the moment. Vakian finds Sanko, unfortunately he's frozen, makes a fire out of the corpses, and luckily for these two, the three-headed man didn't strip his underwear, which Zaha Sanko pleaded him not to. But this is a special underwear. Using the skin of darkness creates Zaha Sanko's power suit, basically. And now he looks exactly like a character from Dorohedoro, Atsu, which is, I don't know, like this kind of panda big eyes and a nose, which I kind of thought for a moment, is this like because of somebody's special power in Dorohedoro? Is this like an alternative universe or something? But I think it's just the art style showing similarities, so I'm not really so big on that theory at the moment. Fire alarm goes off, everybody wakes up, ready to sort out what is this fiasco. Out appears Sanko in flames because he caught himself on fire, unfortunately. I first thought this was him purposefully doing it to scare them, but it turns out he made a little oopsie, rolling himself around the floor to repel the flames, causing everyone else to be engulfed in flames. Three-head man cocking his gun tells us that the underwear is the skin of darkness. And we get this little infographic. Main characters, Zaha Sanko, a 14-year-old hunted by the entire universe for possessing the bones that grant any wish. A Vakian, the package of darkness that Sanko bears, somewhat different from your usual luggage. Sanko gets shot, but that pretty much does not do any damage. A Vakian opens his jaws and then takes out a bone. Flesh of darkness creates a hatchet, an axe. Mr. Becoming the ruler of the universe. Isn't that easy, you know? Sanko obliterates the man in an easy fashion. One strike causes the three-headed man to just wither away his flesh and creating just his bones left over. Which, for some reason, Sanko collects bones. Just everybody's bones. which we later learn in a few chapters time that he uses these bones to sell to a merchant. Sanko deals with everybody else, collecting their bones, and then leaping into a black hole. Chapter 3 starts 6 years ago, so from 14 years old, this is 8-year-old Zaha Sanko at the Great Tree Hall. This is an enormous elementary school ship. Joining the carpool, Zaha Sanko decides to use meatballs and spaghetti as his hidden identity. But why meatballs and spaghetti? Zaha Sanko never ate for 5 days, so he's starving. And then when they register his name, Avakian basically hacking the mainframe. Only name or words that Sanko can utter is meatballs and spaghetti. Registration complete. We also witness another cool Mr. Gadget from Avakian. He pulls out a wire basically for a tongue, inserts it in Sanko's ear, and he can talk to him. Sanko stumbles upon a sealed section. Now again, this is like an alleyway from Dorohedoro, sharing a lot of aspects and concepts. Again, just like the alleyway from Dorohedoro, at the end of it is this hidden silhouette of a creepy figure. And boom, again, another Dorohedoro similarity. This is like a character curse, which obviously I'm not spoiling anything from Dorohedoro. They make it their plan that while everyone is sleeping, they're going to escape their pod, their bedroom, and figure out what is this mysterious person, monster. So they do not get caught, Avakian takes out the talisman bundle, which is basically like a chip that the elementary school uses to track them. Which again is another similarity to Dorohedoro with some odd devil tumors. Chapter 4, Bone 4, Killing Death, we get to see how they look throughout the different time spans. Avakian as a package, Avakian at operation, and Sanko, 8 years old, 14 years old. What a growth spurt. 135 centimeters to like 192. Lights out and it's time for their adventure to begin. Other kids have the same idea of escaping during sleep time, but obviously they still have their talisman bundle, and this robot thing can sense it and then takes them back. But it seems like it doesn't have eyes, so they can't track Sanko. It's just automatic. So Avakian is basically Hacker Man, hacking to a system again, and so they can go through the sealed section. They spot a kid, which they follow, and they stumble upon tons of corpses and 2 weird bucket head little boys. These corpses obviously being of students. They're being preserved with preservation wrap. Something is rising from the corpses, which is souls. Sanko, behind you! This is the creepy monster at the end of the alleyway from earlier on this day. Sanko strikes with his special axe and does no damage and just gets swatted away. In most probably a menacing voice, "What's going on with you two? What business do you have with me? You came to kill me, didn't you? Don't get ahead of yourself. Why would I want to? With a kid like you." This monster's name is Shimada Death, and he came to the ship to feast. Shimada Death is an ominous living phantom who devours death from aliens, a mysterious creature born in the world of darkness. Unveiling his mask or whatever, just exposing his mouth, ridiculously horror-inducing nightmare fuel, tongue and monster and like spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti, I don't know, tentacles inside his mouth. I don't know what to call it. Eating their soul. Shimada Death does recognize that this must be Zaha Sanko, a legend where obviously you collect the bones and a wish can come true. If I acquired your bones, any wish could come true. This is revealed that these 2 mini bucket men were the ones that caused all this chaos. They attack Sanko with this like gas from their mouth. The mini bucket planet is a remote pollution planet. It's said that because of their unique environment, creatures born there breathe poison. So Sanko is hit pretty hard there. And for some odd reason, Shimada's Death special skill is to recognize or identify somebody's age. 38 years old, 52 years old. Sanko deals with 1. There comes out his bones, which Shimada Death just consumes. 199. Obviously 198 of those probably being the students that the bucket men killed. Sanko is dealt a huge blow, on the verge of being killed. And whose hand is this? It's Shimada-kun, and he basically saves Zaha Sanko for his number 200th chicken nugget basically, and he's satisfied. Peace out, guys. I really love this frame specifically. Like a shocked, thankful, still frightened, glad he's still alive Zaha Sanko. You're not gonna kill me? Yeah. Why not, even though my bones could make any wish come true? Idiot Sanko. That's Avakian, obviously. Do not give out any hints that a reason for him to die. That's because I don't really have any wish that I'd like to have come true. I have tremendous strength, countless skills, a cool appearance, abundant knowledge, immortality, maybe, and a heart of happiness. But aren't you the despised god of death? I don't care about that. And this is the best line so far of Dai Dark. Zaha Sanko, the death will accompany you during your lifetime. I don't think I'll ever miss a meal if I stick with you. This is just probably a lot of foreshadowing that everywhere Zaha Sanko goes, chaos will soon follow. So we are back to the present, 14 years old, Zaha Sanko, out in space, going into a black hole. They arrive in the world of darkness, called Dark. A lovely name, isn't it? This is the first time back in a year. It's been a long time. So obviously a lot of missions and adventures probably happened during those 6 years. So they intend to go shopping. A lot of the corpses or monsters know Zaha Sanko and want to kill him for his bones to make a wish. And obviously they are not successful at all. The rotten filth of Dark. So the residents here don't know when to give up either, do they? I'm sick and tired of them already. Ah, there he is. Welcome. Now this is the merchant that they're going to sell the bones to, which look exactly like Nikaido. And if you know how Dorohedoro goes, this is kind of a very odd, very odd image to look at. And kind of backs up the theory of an alternative universe. The merchant reveals all the goods ready to be sold. Would you like to buy more bones of darkness to power up your arsenal? Or do you want to level up your skin of darkness to raise its defense? Or do you want to buy some flesh or blood of darkness to strengthen your body? Or do you want to buy this dark core you're always longed for to complete your ship of darkness? That one. I'm surprised they don't just go, I eat my food of darkness with my spoon of darkness, with my fork of darkness, and put in my mouth of darkness, because just like everything, every powerful entity, gadget, whatever mysterious weapon is something of darkness. Merchant hands over the core and install the dark core into the ship's body. Again with Dorohedoro, the masks and everything, I just love this universe. It's just refreshing and unique and so memorable, all these little things. And that's where Q Hayashida really does shine. And now they're ready for takeoff. Final chapter of volume 1. An ancient abandoned graveyard. Out comes Vegeta? The Prince of all Saiyans? No, not. But the silhouette does look like Vegeta. I can see that bad hairline from here. It is a beautiful lady that also looks a bit like Nikaido. But we actually seen this character before. Because it is Shimada Death. So actually a woman, an attractive woman, is under that cloak of darkness and creepiness. So these hunters or something land on the planet to take out Shimada Death. Shimada Death, the abominable god of death, makes light work baby, out of these low-level soldiers, which they name themselves the Solar Mass. We will definitely erase your damn existence from this universe. Light work, basically just little touches and sudden death. Souls come out, and a happy Shimada Death, a lone survivor of the Solar Mass, tries to make an escape. And I'm not too sure if this is like teleportation or just ridiculously fast speed. But Shimada Death catches up with the ship and finishes off the last member of this troop of the Solar Mass. Panning to the ship of Sanko and Avakian, let's try getting in contact with Shimada-kun, because it turns out that they seem like they're friends, though Avakian doesn't like Shimada-kun. Zaha Sanko is, and the last time that they actually met in contact was his graduation of the elementary school. And they got this little weird thing, this basically a small replica of the ship, has its own name and can speak Moya. I'm the main body of this ship, which possesses a mysterious power of darkness, obviously another something of darkness. I'm connected to the main body through my ass. I like to get in contact with a friend, piece of cake. You have only one friend registered. Call him. Sanko makes contact with Shimada Def, telling Shimada that they were successful in making a spaceship. Pan to Planet Solar Mass headquarters, informing that they have lost Light 08's signal. Obviously, probably because of Shimada Def. And is revealed to seem like the main villain of the series. Failure will not be tolerated. Obliterate these 4 evils. That being Zaha Sanko, the package of darkness Avakian, Shimada Def, and the 4th one is Hajime Damimaru, a new person that has not revealed any information at the moment. So that is volume 1. I really enjoyed it. So far so good. My expectations are very high. A lot of content is going to be released on this channel about Dai Dark. A lot of theories, maybe rankings, type of videos, and obviously volume 2, which should come very soon.